this seems to still be a climate change mystery because scientists are admitting we don't understand how ice sheets are melting, especially in the Antarctic. Climate change researchers revealed they still don't understand just how fast the ice is being lost by the world's ice sheets, even though they have advancements in satellite technology. Sebastian Kettle Express UK reports today. Supposedly, climate change is caused by the warming of the planet. It's believed to be the main cause behind the melting ice sheets. However, researchers from the University of Lincoln fear estimates used to calculate the rate of the melt are still uncertain, and scientists are relying on these estimates to determine how much water is finally flowing into the oceans because of the melt, estimates that could one day, of course, save millions of lives because of the people living on the coasts worldwide. They would be flooded out. A climate expert recently told Express that Greenland's melting ice threatens 100,000 people in Britain, as we reported yesterday. Estimates were made by calculating how much ice melts over a certain period of time and how much ice is regenerated. And there's other factors such as snowfall, cold, and some things that can increase the overall amount of ice on an ice sheet. Now, according to this new study published in the journal Earth Science Reviews, there are still unknowns that affect the true scope of how much ice is melting. Climate experts, co-author Professor Edward Hanna said, ice sheets are highly sensitive indicators of climate change, but despite significant recent improvements in data and knowledge, we still don't understand enough about how rapidly they are likely to lose mass during and beyond the current century. And he says, enhanced observations of ice sheets, mainly from satellite data fed into improved computer simulations, are vital to help refine predictions of future sea level rise that will result from continued global warming. They are urgently needed to assist climate adaptation and impact planning across the world. A recent study shows that Greenland's ice melts are giving us 7 times faster melting than in the 1990s. This discovery, made after an international team of researchers analyzed 30 years of satellite data in order to find the melting has spiked to increase in the last decade. The new study highlights how both Greenland and Antarctic ice sheets are now a leading contributor to rising sea levels. These continents overtook melting glaciers and combined could raise sea levels around the planet by, okay, are you ready? 213 feet. Both of them combined. Greenland, we're not talking about North Pole, we're just talking about Greenland. I don't even know, I can't make heads or tails of how much ice is on the North Pole and what's happening to that. Everybody keeps on talking about Greenland. Anyway, this article again talks about Greenland and Antarctica, rising sea levels around the world by up to 213 feet, 65 meters. So that's not a mistake. But other estimates contradict this. They suggest Antarctica will only raise sea levels by a matter of inches or a few feet. Researchers from University of Lincoln feel there's a need to quickly revise and improve satellite observations of the planet's melting caps, the poles. Better observations are needed to help make better predictions and estimates that could ultimately save lives. And this is, according to US NASA, both Greenland and Antarctica have been losing mass since 2002. NASA says humans have caused major climate change to happen already, and we have set in motion more changes still. They say even if we stopped emitting greenhouse gases today, global warming would continue to happen for at least several more decades, if not centuries. It's because it takes a while for the planet, for example, to respond, and because carbon dioxide, the predominant heat-trapping gas, lingers in the atmosphere for hundreds of years, there's a time lag between what we do and what we feel. And in the absence, they say, of major action to reduce emissions, global temperatures is on track to rise by an average of 10.8 degrees Fahrenheit, according to the latest estimates. Of course, we have to take into account that Antarctica has over 100 volcanoes, and there are active volcanoes on the west coast where they have the the Ross Ice Shelf on the west breaking off and melting off from underneath. It's because they have thermal areas underneath the ice causing the melt from underneath. It's not just, all right, carbon dioxide from Earth-made emissions. It also has to do with the thermal areas underneath the ice that are somehow heating the ice and melting it from underneath. This is on Express UK. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.